Alright, this is going to be the beginning of an experiment. I did a video on dehydrating chicken and eating it after a year, and it was good. And just plain chicken breast dehydrated is shelf stable and it won't kill you. So what I'm going to do now is I've got a couple chicken breasts. I'm going to slice them in thin slices like I did for the dehydrating, just the plain chicken, but I'm going to marinate it in some Korean barbecue sauce called bulgogi marinade, and just to give it a little flavor, so because I plan to eat it as jerky and not as like survival food or anything. So let me slice it up, get it in there marinated, and later on I'll dehydrate. I forgot to mention, for people who commented on my dehydrated chicken after a year video, that they were concerned that a dehydrator does not cook the chicken properly or well enough. There's actually a cooking chart. Now, meat, yes, there is a minimum internal temperature that it needs to reach in order to be quote-unquote safe to eat, but there's also a chart of minimum temperature and time that will make meat safe to eat. And with chicken, if I find the chart, I'll put it in this part of the video, but for chicken, I believe 130 degrees for at least an hour is the minimum amount of time and temperature to make chicken safe to eat. And since this is really a thin cross section, most dehydrators run about 140, 145 degrees, because I did. Well, you know what? When I take my when I do the dehydration, when it gets up to temperature, I'll take a temperature reading and show you its features, but show you that it does reach about 100, at least 135 degrees from what I can remember, but I think it can get up to like 140 degrees. So, and then I dehydrate for like 6-7 hours to where it's completely dry. So for sure that is safe. And of course, obviously, I have eaten the 1-year-old dehydrated plain chicken without any kind of vacuum sealing or freeze drying or anything, and it was fine. I didn't feel sick at all. Yeah, and it tasted fine. It didn't taste weird. Didn't taste rotten or anything. So if you don't feel comfortable doing it, don't do it, but I have proven to at least myself that what I have done with the dehydration of the chicken was fine. Okay, here we go. That. Just make sure it's nice and coated. All right. I'll come back when I get this all mixed up. All right, I got it all melded together and right nice, and I'm gonna put it in the fridge, let it marinate for at least 8 hours, maybe a couple of days, and we'll come back and set it into the dehydrator. Alright, so there's the bulgogi marinated chicken, and so I'm doing it out here in my garage so it doesn't smell up the house, and I'm going to let it dehydrate for probably 8 hours and taste it, see how it goes. It's been about, I don't know, 4 hours. See what the temperature is. 138. Mo butter. So leave that for at least an hour and it'll be safe to eat. But I'm gonna dry it all the way, so we'll see how it tastes when it's nice and dry. It's the next morning. These have been dehydrated for over like 12 hours. And They are hard as a rock, so they should be good to go. Let's try it out. It's a bit chewy, but it's like jerky. Yeah. Tastes good. Not bad. Not crunchy like the unmarinated stuff. Probably because the sugar makes it a little gooey. I like it. Definitely something worth doing. I'm gonna put these in a bag. I'm gonna put these in a bag and let them kind of even out. But experiment successful.